What do you picture when looking at this scene? A monotonous landscape, an endless blanket of snow, with bone-chilling temperatures and brutal conditions. Could any creature actually survive in an environment like this for 2 million years? Just how strong and resilient would you have to be? Hey everyone! The star of today's video is the musk ox. What is this incredible animal truly capable of? Now, moving on to why this unique creature is the only one of its kind to have survived the Ice Age. The musk ox's historical homeland includes Greenland, Alaska, and northeastern Canada. They have also been introduced to Norway and Russia, specifically the Siberian region. In terms of size, these animals can reach up to 240 centimeters in length and stand about 1.5 meters tall, with adults weighing up to 400 kilograms. They are also known as the musk ox due to the distinct odor they use to mark their territory. Their other common name, sheep ox, comes from features they share with both sheep and cows, though they vastly outperform them both in many ways. A tiny tail, relatively short legs, and small ears hidden beneath their thick coat. All of these traits help the animal perfectly adapt to the freezing climate. Musk oxen are herbivores, and their primary diet consists of various grasses, willows, mosses, and lichens. The musk ox is fully capable of foraging all of this from beneath snow, up to 50 centimeters deep. Centuries ago, these animals were widespread across the Siberian tundra, but today, reintroduced populations occupy only small territories, covering just 1.5 kilometers a day to maximize energy conservation. Musk oxen slowly make their way through the frozen lands. In the winter, they often head to the highest and coldest points of the tundra to avoid digging through deep snow in search of food. A sudden drop in temperature doesn't faze them. Their wool coat is so thick that snow doesn't even melt, it just settles on top of them. In fact, it is the longest-haired animal on Earth, with the coat on its flanks reaching up to 90 centimeters in length. This heavy coat not only protects them from freezing temperatures that can plunge to -60 degrees in particularly harsh winters, but also saves them from insects in the summer. Musk oxen live in herds, typically consisting of 10 to 20 individuals. This is a calf's very first winter. He is only a few months old, and for the next 2 years, he will stay right by his mother's side. Most of the time, females give birth to just a single calf. Twins are an absolute rarity. Furthermore, due to the brutal winters, they don't reproduce every year, which is why the herd will do everything in its power to protect the little one. Slowly, but surely, the musk ox population in Siberia is making a comeback. These animals only look clumsy and awkward. In reality, they can sprint at speeds of up to 60 kilometers per hour and cover long distances at a steady 30 kilometers per hour. A musk ox's sense of smell, hearing, and vision are exceptionally sharp. Their eyes are perfectly adapted to the endless polar night, meaning the faint light reflected off the moon and stars is more than enough for them to see. Second only to polar bears, they are the largest animals roaming the Arctic tundra. Yet, despite their massive size, they remain vulnerable to predators, primarily Arctic wolves. When danger strikes, musk oxen form a defensive circle, shielding the young calves behind a wall of their own bodies. Holding a united front, the herd can easily fend off an attacking wolf pack. The large males take turns charging out to strike before immediately pulling back into formation. Because of this, wolves try to target only the weak or the young, attempting to cut them off from the herd. The predators attack to sow panic, and if the musk oxen make the critical mistake of running, their defensive line breaks, leaving the calves completely defenseless. Musk oxen can't run for long. Their ultra-thick coats cause them to overheat rapidly. That's why, in these moments, they choose to stand their ground. For the wolves, Cracking this defense is just too difficult, so they move on in search of other, easier prey. The animal's soft undercoat is highly prized, so it's no wonder that in the pursuit of easy prey last century, humans wiped out nearly the entire muskox population. They weren't placed under government protection until the 1970s. Fortunately, their numbers are gradually recovering.